Hazrat Mawlana Ilyas Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi's iftar was such that he ate whatever was available. Jo bhi aaya, thoda ho, zyada ho. You know these Urdu hum bolte hain nakhre. This is not the mizaj of a mu'min, and it wasn't the mizaj of our Hadhrat-Ji. He was free from these extravagances, and he even mentions ke adi roti, one roti, half a roti, one roti. And this is something that what's this connection between kathratul ta'am and eating lots, not being able to do ibadat? The ulama have discussed this time and time again. Imam Ghazali mentions that, in life, the living beings have three tabaqat. The angels, they do not have these animalistic wants like you and me have, khane ka, peene ka, anger, etc. So they are, in that respect, the most virtuous. Then you have the animals, okay, who are at the bottom end of the scale, where life is just about eating, sleeping, pooing, forgive me for the term. And insan, you and me, we come somewhere in between. That if we're able, and this is why Ramadan is an exercise, if we're able to control those desires, to leave food even though we're hungry, then inshallah we can surpass the angels. However, if we're just, had a long roza and then stuff our faces more than we've actually eaten on a normal day, then where's the spiritual benefit going to come from? As the Mashayikh mentioned, kathratul ta'am yumitul qalb. That excessive eating, it kills the heart. Let's talk about Hazrat's grandmother, Amma-ji. Very pious. And this is maybe something that the appas and the sisters are relating to at home. That we try to give everybody time. I mentioned this before Ramadan. Try and sort your timetable so you have time to pray, etc. And you are so busy in cooking or doing the house, okay, that you never even had a chance to eat yourself, bar the one or two kajur. This was what Hazrat's grandmother's mizaj was, that she would go without food just for the khidmat of the household. And when they'd ask her, Amma ji, how do you get by? What is your sustenance? Amma ji ka jawab suno, ki bhai, I fill my stomach with the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Akbar. The Taraweeh of Hazrat Mawlana Ilyas Saheb, Rahmatullah Alayhi, he would lead his Taraweeh himself, and they would have such shauq and i'tidal. I'tidal meaning the way they would pray their namaz was relaxed. One thing wasn't longer than the other. It's mentioned in the hadith that even with the nafal ibadat of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he would mention that, it was qareebun min as-sawa. And hamare yahan kya hota hai ki our qawmas, our tilawats are longer, but our rukus are very short. And even shorter are our sajdas, and even shorter are the time. But there it was all equal. Sheikh Salim Saheb in Leicester, Mawlana Salim Saheb, bahut achhi baat Hazrat ne farmai, okay? Because everybody in this world, think about the one person that you would like to meet. Yani jo bhi, whoever they want to meet, they would clearly want the longest time. Ji? So bhai, when you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in your Taraweeh, why do you search for the least time? Why do you search for the least time? Sochne ki baat hai. Sochne ki baat hai. Mawlana Ilyas Saheb's fikr, the Tablighi jamaat, was that, the way everybody in this world is trying to make mehnat and mujahada for bread, for water, for a job, for a career, for grades, for a maqam, for their business. Okay, even for the deen, for the ilm, people need to leave their homes in the same manner. Hazrat Mawlana Ilyas Saheb Rahmatullah Alayhi, he passed away in 1944. I'm not talking about people, when you read all these lessons, that lived 1,000 years ago, that lived 1,200 years ago. These are people very close to our time, which is why when we spoke about Hazrat Saharanpuri, when we spoke about Haji Imdadullah, when we spoke about Hazrat Thanvi, we spoke about all their Ramadans just to seek inspiration from people that have lived very close to our time.